Hello and welcome everybody to podcast with Ashberry, powered by CommuniCraft Explorers. Well, in today's episode of this podcast, we are going to give a tribute to all those citizens of our nation who have lost their lives in the recent tragic Ahmedabad plane crash, along with the loss of lives in the Bengaluru Stampede after the win of Royal Challengers Bengaluru, and then the loss of lives of those individuals who went for a trip in Kashmir because of the terror attack that they had lost their lives. All these things have been happening in last month or so, but it's quite dreadful. It's quite unusual and quite unfortunate to see so many people losing their lives in this way, and which also makes us to understand that how unpredictable life can be. You and I may be feeling that we are quite comfortable in the back of the house somewhere down the line, but none of us are safe enough by the way in which the things have been seen in a period of time. Well, to discuss much more about it today, to connect along with the CommuniCraft Explorers of how we as individuals, who, as working professional, or maybe as a self-employed, or maybe people into the field of business, it's not necessary that everybody of us are directly connected with corporate social responsibility, because as per as the Companies Act of 135, it says that those who have a net worth of 2 crore plus need to contribute 2% of their earnings into the corporate social responsibility. But then, many of us are not in that zone of 2 crore plus as our net worth. So, does that mean that we are out of the league of being socially responsible? Definitely not. We have to understand that everybody of us are responsible for the development of the society in some or the other way. Not necessarily that you need to have some framing of your earnings to contribute in somebody's life, right? If you're earning 50K per month, you may be earning 20K per month, or maybe less than that, or maybe more than that, whatever. On an average, I'm talking about as far as the Indian market is concerned. We all are entangled to our social responsibilities, aren't we? Question yourself how it can impact us if a person around us is affected because of such kind of a tragedy. It's quite unfortunate that our nation has witnessed three such big incidents in the last 1 month or so. The agenda behind this podcast today is we as individuals of the nation, the citizens of the nation, how responsible we are. Not necessarily that we have to give the money from our pocket. It could be some or the other kind of an assistance in the form of social responsibility. I reckon that there could be some numbers that we can think of. I have gone through this and got to understand that through my research that in 7 different ways we can help the society as a responsible working profession. One of that is assist those who are underprivileged. Underprivileged in a way, the person not necessarily need to be a little bit lesser financially, but someone who needs a kind of assistance. For example, he want to crack his job interview, you can assist him, saying that, I know of how to deal with it. You can talk to that person. That could be one way of being responsible. I would rather say it's like mentoring someone. That's the right word, I would say, to mentor someone who is in need of such thing. Or maybe if you have little bit more money, you can even sponsor. This could be the second one. You can sponsor the person for his or her training. If he is really interested in knowing or learning new skills, you can even sponsor such individuals. Then there are many who run small business, maybe a local shop. Here and there you find it on the ways, and they're struggling so as to upgrade themselves. There you can go, can be of good assistance. I mean, you can't go and do it for everyone, especially when it comes for the local business. It could be one of your friend who is into a business and is in struggle. You can assist that individual. That could be one of the great social responsibility that you can take in. And no doubt, if it is something bigger than usual, you can even assist with some finance and you can take that back. It could be your way of dealing with the person, of how you're going to assist that individual. The other way is if how we can be digitally responsible. When I say to be responsible digitally, it also means what we are posting. Are we doing the fake post of something which has not happened? Are we very much concerned about the right attributes of posting, liking the post, commenting on that? We see the individuals this day, they comment very badly when it is not required. So you need to be very much sensible enough when you are posting as well as when you are commenting on certain aspects of on the digital platforms. So that is also one way of keeping a person quite nice, encouraging. Your word should be some kind of an encouragement for the person who is reading a post. The other way you can also assist is to bridge gaps of the person's skills. Like, as I said a little bit earlier, if someone is lacking some knowledge, you can help digitally, like how you can enhance your skills. This is like bridging the gap, how you can bridge the gap if is around you and you know that the person is having an interview the next day. You can just go to him even before the person has asked you for the assistance. If you are a little bit close to that person, you can assist in that way. So it's like bridging gap with your skills. What skills you possess, you can bridge the gap of the other person in turmoil. And then start a social culture at work, the place where you're working. In the office around, you have got people to whom you talk to daily. You can create a social vibe in that office itself just by telling that, every weekend we'll go to some place where we can donate something to the underprivileged. It could be the old age home, or maybe the place where people are in need of a lot of assistance, whether it could be financially or maybe it could be in the form of food. So there you can reach and try to contribute through the way that you can. So it's like in your space of office, you're creating a culture of how we can upgrade the lives of the other through responsibilities. So these are some of the social responsibilities that we can take as working professionals, as individuals who crave for the betterment of the society at large. Well, this may or may not directly affect or help those individuals who have lost their lives in the recent past. Maybe it could be the Ahmedabad air crash, or maybe the Stampede at Bengaluru, or maybe the Kashmir terror attack. May not help them directly with whatever I have said right now. But if we develop the skills within us of being socially responsible in some or the other way, as I said, not necessarily financially, but it could also be in the other ways, as I said, through the skills that you have got, through the activities that you can do with your energy, with your knowledge. It can be of a great assistance to all the people across. And that's how there are many clubs which have evolved in the recent times. I would not take the names here, but I'm quite privileged to be associated with them, and have taken sessions in the past as well for them. And I feel privileged of being of such a great help to such kind of clubs then, and I would also remain of a great assistance to them in the future as well. Well, if anybody of those clubs would need such kind of an assistance, they can contact me in the link given below down there, and also on my number, which is also provided down there, because I just love doing this corporate social responsibility through my original brand of Yashaswiniam, and now which is the sub-brand of Yashaswiniam as CommuniCraft Xplorers. Sometimes I wonder of how the things change dramatically, the way in which the things looked so beautiful when the year started 2025. And we see this thing every new year. We are always challenged with some or the other thing. 2020, 21, how COVID affected the entire nation, not only the nation, but the entire world. How the world has tried to come out of that bad waves of COVID in 22, 2023, 24. Every year we find something or the other as a trouble which keeps haunting across our lives. So we as individuals must be ready for certain things to take care of our people who are nearby. And it's not that we need to help someone somewhere who is quite away from us. Even if we can be of an assistance to someone who is around us nearby, that itself is a biggest achievement as a social responsibility, I would say. So these are certain words which I wanted to share through this podcast, the 7 different ways by which you can be of an assistance to the people across as a social responsibility. Though your net worth may not be 2 CR plus, but I hope it should be 2 CR plus to all those who are working very hard for their lives, for their families, as well as for the nation, directly or indirectly. Wishing you all the best for whatever you are doing in the lives, and we must always strive to get better and better in our profession, and that's what I always believe, and that's what this CommuniCraft Explorers is all about, where we help you to upgrade your skills, whether you are in a job or maybe you are self-employed or into a business. Right. So this is what I wanted to tell in this today's podcast of how we can be more responsible for our society. Though we are not eligible for corporate social responsibility, we are more eligible for as an individual social responsibility, the citizen social responsibility. Right, with these words, I take a leave from today's episode of a podcast with Ashberry. We'll meet the next time with a different topic. Until then, take care. Have a nice time. Be safe. Just keep yourself in a safe zone, as well as the people around you. Take care of them as well as yourself. Right? Thank you very much for being connected with podcast with Ashberry, powered by CommuniCraft Explorers.